That's going to hit him. Durbin tried to spin away, but he gets drilled by the pitch. And Caleb is aboard to begin the 6th inning, with the Red Sox leading 3-0.
Yeah, a little sinker up and in. Some Caleb did a lot last year, right off Estabrook's mask. The leadoff runner.
And sends up the man who's been the man of the hour today so far, Masataka Yoshida, double and a home run. Solo shot in the 4th inning, a double and a run in the 2nd inning. And he'll take strike 1.
We've been swinging it. Mentioned coming in last 8, 11 for 26, 423 average. Had 3 doubles and 2 homers coming into today. Had 1 in each column.
Look at the spray chart of his hits today.
Just absolutely smoking the ball. The first double went 43.9 miles an hour, and the second one, listen, that's a homer. I don't care. That'd be a homer, maybe Yankee Stadium too. It's a short porch, 328. You take it.
That is using the field.
That's just smart hitting.
He's got a base runner here against Griffin Jacks. A weave and a miss to make it 1-2. Couldn't get the changeup. Tampa Bay pitching for the year before today has been rough on the Red Sox through 6 games, holding the Sox to 2.7 runs per game. Already have 3 today. But what hasn't changed from the first 2.5 months with this Red Sox team? In terms of the overall feel, the Red Sox have been pitching and playing defense all year. And a dive back by Durbin.
It's all about timing. You don't strike out as much. You get a guy in third, it's a sac fly. You get a guy in second, you move him over. And then there's contact to get him in. They've scored some runs without even getting a hit.
Line drive and a base hit.
Machine.
Durbin will round. He will head into third. Don't look now, but Massa is a triple away from hitting for the cycle here in game number 1 of this twin bill. He is 3 for 3.
He looked really good going into the break, and he's continued here again today. Try to get that little sinker by him, just barreled up the middle. Probably the hardest hit ball all day long. Smoked. Durbin, good base runners, and get to third easily. And this is kind of what they did. We talked about that 9-game road trip. You know, there was an early 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead. Pitching was dominant. They kept putting up zeros. Then you look up and it's a 4-0, 5-0 lead. They just keep adding here and there, right? It's winning baseball. It's certainly been a lot more fun to watch.
Doing it at home today, back at Fenway. And, you know, Chad Tracy said this a couple days ago. He said, don't forget, the Red Sox went 5-2 on the last homestand.
Yeah, it was just sour the way that thing ended. You're 5-0.
Yep.
Last 2 games, Washington really put it on you, and it was like, right? But still, it was 5-2.
Sweep of the Yankees. Never more sweet than that. Here's Gonzalez, who has struck out a couple of times. He'll file that one away. Red Sox trying to bring in a 4th run. Hit batsman and a single. Roy Croft, the right-hander, now active in their bullpen. We told you at the top of the show that Jax only goes 5 innings. So for him to get into the 6th inning, it's a very long outing for him.
He's never gone over 90 pitches at 78. There were some quick innings for him early on. Sure they'd take getting 6 from him, but hopefully put some more on him.
The strike count's been good, 68%. Infield drawn in and nobody out. First and third for the Red Sox and the 0-1. 0-2 on Romy.
That sweeper's really got him twisted. Hit 140 off it. That's the 4th lowest batting average against his sweep. He's only given up 7 hits on the year. Matter of fact, Red Sox have 3 hits today on that pitch.
Durbin and Yoshida with their leads, and that is way off the plate. Duran on deck. And a 1-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Not tempting enough. Red Sox now 7 hits to the Rays 1.
A little show me heater up, see if we can get him to chase. If nothing else, change the eye level for this sweeper away again.
And a 2-2. He's running full.
It's nice.
Red Sox with a chance here in game number 1 to get inside 10 games inside the division, and that's going to be ball 4. So they're all loaded up with nobody out. Jarren Duran, who has hit the hardest ball for any Red Sox hitter today for an out to the 420 mark in the triangle, but he did drive in a run. He's 0 for 1 today, and there's no place to put him.
Yeah, get the ball up in the air too last time in left field. That would get the job done here as well. But
so all filled up. Durbin at third, Yoshida at second, Gonzalez at first, and he'll take the first one high for ball 1. Highlight for Jarren this season, a walk-off RBI to complete the sweep of the Yankees. Ground ball and off the glove. That's into right field. Durbin is in. Yoshida is in. That's going to drive in 2. Duran with RBIs 2 and 3 on the day. 5-0 Boston. With the infield in, he capitalizes again, and the Red Sox are up by 5.
It's going to do it for Jackson. Again, about contact, right? Got a little in-between hop. Can't control where it goes with that infield drawn in. Williamson unable to kind of pick this ball. Tough hop to the backhand, actually up over his head. It's a good bid, but gets through, get 2 RBIs out of it.
Jax is done. They go to the bullpen. Red Sox have just put up 2 more and knocked out the starter. They lead at 5-0 in the first game back here in the second half. Right-hander Chris Roycroft coming out of the pen. They just picked him up in June in a trade with St. Louis.
Yeah, fastball cutter. He's got good power, 96, 97, but it's really flat. Gets hit hard.
Narvaez will test him first. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. And he drops out a bunt. Runner trying to score. And will. And the throw is up the right field line. Duran heading into third. They'll stop in there as the throw comes back. Red Sox capitalize on a suicide squeeze. They lead it 6-0.
They're Tampa Bay in the race. I love that. Try to get that extra run any way you can. Low safety squeeze. And again, getting rewarded for playing it the right way. Second baseman's not there. We're throwing the ball around everywhere. Nice bunt. It's going to get the run in the whole time, but Fortes has to wait. Williamson's not covering. He's not thinking about it. He's thinking about turning 2. Drop the safety squeeze on him.
And so that puts runners at first and third. Still nobody out. Cheng the batter. Red Sox trying to make this a huge inning.
Do it again.
Another bunt. Kiss down the line. Is it going to stay fair?
Yes.
It is. And another run will score. Red Sox doing it any way you can do it. Tampa Bay still complaining about that, but a fair ball, and it's 7-0.
Keep going. Do it again.
Back-to-back bunts by your Boston Red Sox. Wow.
That ball stayed on the line.
It did.
Beautiful bunt. That's going to go for a hit for Chang. Again, speed at third base. He's waiting for it to go foul. Ooh, that was pretty close. Can't challenge that, though, before the bag. They'll taste their own medicine.
That is quality groundskeeping.
You still got nobody out.
Still nobody out.
You don't want to get greedy. Put another one down. Move the runners.
First and second. And the batter will be Anthony Ziegler, who's had a good day with a couple of hits. Estabrook with some housekeeping. Red Sox have just scored 4 and counting here in the 6th inning. Doing it with the bunt.
Well, that's one thing. They've really kind of embraced their identity here lately, right? A lot of guys in this bottom third. We saw it with Tampa earlier in the year.
And he'll take a strike. Base hits in the 3rd and the 5th by Ziegler. Red Sox have out hit them 10-1 after that bunt hit. Cheng got it down. Narvaez did in front of him. And slash foul to make it 0-2. Red Sox trying to put this game on ice here. If they can continue to score. Getting great pitching out of Bennett.
Drop a couple safety squeezes. Both guys end up getting hits out of it.
Man, the 0-2 will not be made. Time granted.
And Cheng was like the perfect bunt for the hit. Even Narvaez safety squeeze, but because of the late cover, they gave that a hit. Error on the throw that got Duran the 3rd.
Alec Amboa, who is the 27th man. You can add an extra man for the doubleheader. Working in the pen. And the count 1-2.
Bennett gave you 6. He's only at 65 pitches. We mentioned that fastball was 89-90 that last inning. Still effective because he locates.
One, two, ground ball up the middle. Williamson shovels for one on to first for the double play. That goes 4-6-3. And Narvaez into 3rd now with 2 down. And we'll bring up Cedar Rafaela trying to bring in this 8th run. 7-0 Boston. And Cedar on the day 0 for 3 looking for his first hit. Red Sox knocked the starter Jax out. He got credit for 5 innings, which is average for him. Inning that began with Caleb Durbin getting hit by a pitch. And then Masa Yoshida raked a single up the middle for his 3rd hit today. He has a double, a home run, and the single. And he has scored each time, all 3 times that he has a hit today. Again, fouls that one away.
Yeah, we're in swing mode right now. Look for something middle to hit. They're trying to throw a ball out of the zone. He's not letting them. Getting a piece of it. Another great outing from Bennett if that's it.
A 1-2 from the right-hander. And a drive out to left field, back toward the wall, high up there, off the green. Another run scores. Cedar for second base and a stand-up double. 8-0 Sox. His 40th RBI of the year. And the beat goes on here in the 6th.
I mentioned he's kind of in swing mode, but this one here, he ends up getting it in the zone or just below. But Cedar with a beautiful swing, nice and short. This ball driven to the top of the wall. That's one of those where Fenway Park probably cost you one. You'll take the double and the RBI.
5 runs in the 6th. Red Sox have batted around. Here's Abreu. Willier takes ball 1. He's 0 for 3. Runner at second, 2 down. Red Sox hurtling into the break and firing out of the All-Star break with 8 runs. And a 1-0. And scooped up by Fortes. Ball 2. Caleb Durbin, who started all of this in the inning by getting hit by a pitch and scored the first run of the onslaught. And they're going to send Willier Abreu to first base. And was that catcher's interference? He's going to be sent to first. I'm waiting for the official ruling on that. There was a delay.
I don't even. Maybe they just put him on intentionally because it ball in the dirt didn't hit him. He didn't even swing.
That's what they're going to call it. An intentional walk. Intentional walk to pitch to Durbin here. First and second.
More importantly, down 8-0.
Down 8-0. Interesting. So Durbin has a base hit, and he's been hit by a pitch. He scored 2 times today. He'll chop that one through the open space. That's going to bring in another run. Sadon across home plate, throw into third, and not going to get him. That'll make it 9-0. Second hit today for Durbin. Second time he's been on base here in the 6th inning.
That's just a weird situation there. 2-0, you just walk Abreu. You're down 8-0 to pitch to Durbin, who's been swinging it well, gets another knock, drives in another run. This is a party right now.
Man, Red Sox continue to pile on runs. And now we're on the cycle watch with Masataka Yoshida. Double home run and a single. Wouldn't that be something right here?
What are we looking for? We're looking for a line drive right center. DeLuca lays out and misses it. This is how the day's gone so far. This ball just down that line. That's going to go for the double. Wasn't exactly smoke, but it counts. His next at bat wraps one around the pesky pole. 328. It was his 4th homer of the year. And then last time up, just a line drive up the middle. Hit that ball really hard. 3 for 3 in the day here from Massa.
So first and third for him. 23 cycles in team history.
Of course, he's got the toughest one to get.
He does have 1 triple this year. 2 down. 6 runs home here in the 6th. 9-0. And a called strike.
How about Brock Holt having 2 cycles?
1 in the playoffs.
Brock star. Stay hot.
Did it against the Yankees. 2-strike pitch. One almost got him. Well, the Red Sox could not have asked for much more than this in the first game back. After a spectacular road trip. And a 1-2. Fouled away.
We started this road trip knowing that at some point you're going to lose Wilson Contreras, and he's your best hitter. And you're thinking, boy, it's going to be a grind when that suspension comes down. If you're able to hold on to this game, you've gone 5-0 during his suspension.
Without your best hitter. You don't want to test that too long. That's some achievement, though. Swing and a foul tip, and held by Fortes for strike 3. Red Sox have a huge inning. They hang up 6, and they lead at 9-0.
Caleb Durbin gets hit. Fastball ran in on him. Grazed off of him. He drops the bat. Says, I'm good. And leads off the bottom of the 6th inning by getting hit. 3-0 Red Sox lead against the right-hander Griffin Jax, who's still in there for Tampa. It's a little scary. Hand area.
Yeah, that's 2 halves in a row with a leadoff hitter is on via the hit by pitch. Let's see if the Red Sox can capitalize a little bit better than the Rays.
On for the man who's already homered today, Masataka Yoshida. He takes on the outside quarter strike. Yoshida came up to lead off the 4th inning on the first pitch. He hit one 87 miles an hour off the bat down the right field line. Wrapped it around pesky pole for a solo shot and a 3-0 Red Sox lead. That's where we are right now.
So looking center field right here. Line drive center field.
Jax checks on Durbin at first. He hits a ground ball over the third base bag for a double in the second. He hits a fly ball on the right field line a couple of innings later. 0-1. He takes outside. But it's also like that's who he is, right? Like the level of bat control that Yoshida brings.
Absolutely. Showing some discipline at the plate.
Durbin's got a big lead. 1-1. Pitch is swung on a miss on a change. 1-2.
That's a good changeup right there. 90-mile-an-hour changeup. Tons of late movement.
This is the place that Jax hasn't been a lot. Third time through and in the 6th inning. Transition from a reliever earlier this year. 1-2 count pitch. That's a curveball left low. Yoshida didn't move a muscle.
Looks like he was getting his baseball card photo taken right there. He stood in his stance for about 3 seconds after the pitch was thrown.
His feet have still not moved. Puts the bat in front of him. Now rests it on his left shoulder. And now gets ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doesn't come. Instead, Jack steps off, throws over. Now finally Yoshida moves his feet. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Sox may not be reproduced, retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of the game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. Pitch is swung on in line, right side and through. Base hit Yoshida. Durbin is second. He hits second. He goes to third. A single for Yoshida. A 3-for-3 day. And the Red Sox have men on the corners to start the 6th inning.
Did I say line drive center field? Well, there you go. There you have it. That's close enough. Probably about 10-15 feet to the right of the second base bag.
That is some version of a cycle. I don't know what it is.
I'll take it.
On the right field line, on the left field line, and now right center. That'll force a mound meeting from Kyle Snyder, the Rays pitching coach.
Dead sprint to the mound right now. It's as fast as I've ever seen him go.
Let's see. Usain Bolt talking with his pitcher, Griffin Jax. And still, you look out in their bullpen, and Jax is at 77 pitches. His season high is 88. There's nobody throwing in the Rays bullpen right now.
Got a couple guys hopping around, getting warm, getting their legs moving, but nobody throwing. You got to think they're going to be getting somebody up really quickly.
Folks, here at Bell Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every K from a Sox pitcher during the season, our Bell Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Corners in, middle, mid-depth, nobody out, men on the corners. Romy swings and chops it, third base side, and foul. It's pause for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Friday afternoon, Fenway Park in Boston. Red Sox 3, Rays nothing, alongside Lenny DiNardo, Cooper Boardman. Red Sox have men on first and third. The infield is in, and it's Romy Gonzalez versus Griffin Jax as the Red Sox, Lenny, try to extend the lead.
They're doing a good job of playing Rays baseball, putting the ball in play, making contact, trying to stay away from the strikeout.
The 0-1. Romy swings and misses, chase the sweeper. It's 0-2.
Good things happen when you put the ball in play. Using all fields. Talk about Masataka Yoshida. Third base line, first base line, center field. You love the swings.
Gonzalez has struck out twice already against Jax. Both on those sliders. The 0-2 here is another slider down and away. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, you can't imagine Jax throwing anything else but the slider for the next 2 foreseeable pitches.
Durbin at third, Yoshida at first, infield still in. It'll be a 1-2 to Gonzalez. Pitch from Jax. Fastball high. Romy brought his hands forward, the bat towards the zone, and then last second just yanked it back. Two balls and 2 strikes. Jax delivers. Outside, left the sweeper way out there. It's 3-2.
Romy making a little bit of an adjustment, spitting on that sweeper.
Looking for his first moment off the IL this season. 3-2. Pitch is inside, ball 4. He was down 0-2. He fought back, and he walks to load the bases with nobody out for Jarren Duran.
It's one of the biggest difference offensively for the Boston Red Sox this season. When they're taking pitches outside the zone, taking their walks, not swinging outside at certain pitches, even in 0-2, 1-2 counts, they're so much more effective on the field. You start to see way more base runners.
Jarren Duran now, bases loaded, infield stays in, pitch, fastball high.
By the way, that walk was brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com.
Bases loaded. Right-hand thrower Jax. Duran from the left. He swings it, he chops it right side. Off the glove of the second baseman. Into right field. Durbin home. Yoshida around third. He scores. Two-run single. Jarren Duran. He played ping pong off the infield, drawn in, and the Red Sox lead it 5-0 in the sixth.
It's a great piece of hitting right there. Got a 1-0 changeup, outer third. He's able to stay on the baseball with the barrel. We talk about putting the ball in play, creating good swing pass, and that's exactly it right there.
Kevin Cash will leave the dugout. He will take the baseball from Griffin Jax. And the Red Sox will take a 5-0 lead in the sixth inning. Folks, make Bees Knees benefits part of your game day ritual. Get 50 cents off per gallon or $5 off in-store when you sign up. Save on food and fuel when you download the app or visit beeskneesbenefits.com. Terms apply. 3 RBI day for Jarren Duran, a 5-0 Red Sox lead. We'll step aside for a pitch break on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at Ford.com/local. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the versatile Maverick, ready for your next adventure. Visit Ford.com/local and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connecticut plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connecticut plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
How about it for the Red Sox? Two-run single, Jarren Duran knocks Griffin Jax from the game. And the Sox leading 5-0 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Quickly, Subaru of New England scoreboard. The Red Sox came into the day a half game behind Seattle for the AL third wild card spot. They play at 10:10 tonight against the Giants. Bryce Miller on the mound. Subaru summer finally here. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Romy Gonzalez at third, Jarren Duran at first. A 5-0 Red Sox lead at the bottom of the sixth inning. Carlos Narvaez the batter against a right-hand throwing Chris Roycroft, who delivers. And a bunt by Narvaez back to the pitcher. The catcher picks it up. His throw to first base gets down the line. Romy home. He scores. Duran around third. He's stopped there as the right fielder. Valade gets to it. A bunt in play, a gift from the Rays, and a 6-0 Sox lead in the sixth inning.
I feel like I'm looking at that Spider-Man meme when you've got two Spider-Man pointing at each other. Because is this the Red Sox or the Rays? Dropping bunts down, making things happen. Caught him by surprise right there.
So supposed to be a safety squeeze, but it was such a good bunt that the catcher Fortes was the man who had to get to it. He thought, I got to get it out at first base. He looked at first. Williamson, the second baseman, was late breaking over. He threw it to the bag. Williamson wasn't there. The run scores. And now they're back on the corners. And a bunt from Chang, third base side. Up the line, rolling, up the line. It curves. There, picked up there by Fortes. And the run scores. Fortes was walking it down the line. He thought it touched foul. He picked it up. He looked up, and Mike Estabrook gave him the worst news of his life. a fair ball, and it's 7-0 Red Sox.
From my angle, it looked like he picked it up while the ball was still touching chalk.
It was on the fair side of the line, the foul side of the line, the fair side on the right side. Then it curves back left, and as we look at the replay, it was right on it. If it wasn't a fair ball, it wasn't a fair ball by a dirt speck.
Couldn't get a better bunt than that right there.
RBI bunt, Sung-Chae Chang. 7-0 Red Sox. Kevin Cash came out of the dugout. He had a quick conversation with the umpire, Mike Estabrook. It's not a reviewable play, so the estimation of the home plate umpire is what it is. 2 bunts in a row, 2 runs on bunts in a row.
This is just a team recognizing its identity. Can get it done other ways other than the long ball. Home runs are nice.
Anthony Sigler takes a strike.
This is fun baseball to watch, though.
Oh. That was among the most fun 8-foot watch of the season. That ball up the third base line. Like riding it like a water slide. First and second, nobody out. Pitch. Sigler slices it, fell off the left. Again, nobody out in the 6th inning. 4 runs in, 7-0 Red Sox.
Talk about the importance of them scoring early and often. But they've done all of that so far this game.
Sigler calls time last second. Imagine being Roycroft, too. You come into the game, you throw those pitches, 2 bunts in a row, and both times runs score. Narvaez at second, Chang at first base. The count's 0-2 on Sigler. Here comes. He takes high.
The first 5 runs of the game was all Durbin and Yoshida. It's like they ran a 5K just around the bases. Next to Gonzalez and Duran. Just share it a little bit.
Take it. Counts 1-2. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. Backhand stop at second. Williamson to second. 1 on to first. That's a pretty double play. 4-6-3. And they're 2 down as Narvaez moves to third.
Yeah, it's a difficult transfer right there. Running to his right, right behind the bag, was able to transfer it quickly to get both.
One thing scoring wise on the Narvaez play, so he singles on the bunt. Romy Gonzalez scores, and then the throwing error by Fortes allows Duran to move to third. 2 outs now, Narvaez on third, and Cedon chops it foul, third base side. And Narvaez on the play gets an RBI. That's a 2 RBI day for Carlos Narvaez, a 3 RBI day for Jarren Duran, an RBI bunt for Sung-Chae Chang, and every run has come out of 5 through 9 in the lineup. The 0-1. Rafaela chops it foul. It's 0-2. So ugly and so beautiful.
What do you call that? A Jackson Pollock? Picasso?
I think there are plenty of people in this ballpark right now, which is basically almost full, by the way, for an unscheduled game, that would pay pretty much any amount of money to see that over and over again. 7-0. Be an 0-2 to Rafaela. And the pitch outside. But it's also, Lenny, like this is what this team has been doing for weeks.
Yeah, a lot more patient at the plate, putting the ball in play, cutting down their swings in certain counts.
1-2. Pitch is chopped third base side foul. That's an example of it right there.
Extending at bats. You know, it's not a great pitch, but a swing that'll keep you alive until you get one.
Narvaez leads at third. 4 runs in. 7-0 Red Sox. The 1-2 to Cedon is swung on line foul again. First base side.
That's a good swing right there. I want to see Cedon continue to try to drive the ball, line drives into that right field gap.
That's so much of what you hope the second half will be rests on him, right? Can he be what he was in the first half, really for the first time in his career? The 1-2. Again, fouls it back. It's that, right? Last year and the year before, so many times you see him flailing at that pitch and missing it. And this year it's about fighting it off with 2 strikes to see another one.
Yeah, you want to see a difference in swing, whether it's 1-2 or 2-1, right? 1-2, you're just trying to meet the baseball with the barrel. Just get it a little bit. 2-1, you're taking your big hack.
And now, 7th pitch coming. 1-2. And again, gets a piece of it, foul. It hit the catcher Fortes and bounces away. 8th pitch coming to Ceddanne Rafaela.
Fouled off 4 in a row.
Rafaela grew up, of course, on Curacao with Andrew Jones as his dream to be. Inspired a whole generation of players. Rafaela met Andrew Jones in the lobby of the hotel when he got to the All-Star game on Tuesday, and they talked for 90 minutes about life, about baseball, the fact that Ceddanne was an All-Star. He replaced his favorite center fielder to watch in the world, Mike Trout, on Tuesday night in Philadelphia. And here he is doing what he did all first half. 8th pitch coming, 1-2. And it swung on again, tap back, foul.
I wonder if he was just talking about Chipper the whole time.
Yeah,
his mom named him after Chipper. One of his middle names is Chipper, after the great Atlanta Brave third baseman.
The only games he could watch growing up were Braves games. His mom loved the name so much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes pitch number 9 to Ceddanne. Pitch. Swinging a high fly ball towards left, towards the monster, up and off the top half of the wall, bounces down. Narvaez scores. Rafaela into second with a trademark at bat. 5 foul balls, 9 pitches, and he extends the Red Sox lead with an RBI double. It is 8-0 in the 6th inning.
I mean, that's just a textbook at bat right there. Talk about all the foul balls, pitches he really couldn't handle, just got a piece of it with. He finally got a little cutter right down at the bottom of the zone, was able to scoop it out. That ball was missed by probably 6 inches from getting out of the ballpark.
Just saw him do it the whole first half of the year. Now it's Willier. He takes inside ball 1. This guy that you just can't put away on so many levels. Counts 1-0. Pitch inside. Good backhand stop by the catcher Fortes. So much of what Rafaela did in the offseason was about really what's to come. Remember last year he had a really good start to the season, as I think Abreu has a broken bat, and he's realized it. Now they're going to intentionally walk him in a 2-0 count. So they'll just point him down to first base, and Willier will take it. And they intentionally walk him to get back to Caleb Durbin.
Bold move.
8-0 game.
You know, we were talking to Chad Tracy before the game about the difference in this offense, and what he said was basically they're not afraid to take their walks. They're not swinging outside the strike zone as much. Walking is okay.
So now 2 on, 2 out for Red Sox, maybe best hitter right now. Durbin takes low and away, ball 1. Anyway, I mean, you know, we were talking about it earlier, but like the work that Ceddanne did in the offseason to prepare for this year was, yeah, about discipline and the approach that we've seen in the at-bat we just saw. The 1-0 is swung on and chopped right side. That's through a big hole. It's into right field. Ceddanne hits third. He rounds the base. He comes home as the throw goes to third. Abreu is safe there. Rafaela scores, and Caleb Durbin has a 2-hit day, an RBI single. The Red Sox have a 6th-run 6th inning, and they lead it 9-0 out of the break against the Rays.
Well, that's the difference between Caleb Durbin the first couple months of the season and Caleb Durbin right now. It's a fastball down bottom of the zone middle, but he sees the ball deeper, lets it get, basically hits it out of the catcher's mitt, drives it to the opposite field. When he shows the capability to use that part of the field, he gets so many more pitches to handle to drive toward the monster.
They intentionally walk Abreu. I know it's 2-0 count, but they intentionally walk Abreu for that. And Caleb Durbin has now been on base 3 times. And everything, Lenny, this team was doing for 3 weeks leading into the All-Star break, they have done in full over 6 innings to start.
And that was the big question coming out of the All-Star break. What type of Red Sox team are we going to see? The team that went into this year's break, or the team in the past 3 seasons that frankly came out lethargic and just weren't the same? This is a great sign.
2 down, man on the corners. Masataka Yoshida bats for a 2nd time in the inning. He takes a strike on the outside corner from Roycroft. Abreu leads at 3rd. Durbin at 1st, 6 runs into the inning. 12 hits for the Sox on the day. 0-1, outside corner strike and a fastball. It's 0-2.
He's a triple away from the cycle today. If anybody can do it, it's Masataka Yoshida in that running form.
Double down the 3rd base line, homer down the right field line. The 0-2 is inside. He's also played Fenway bingo, right? He doubled off the jut out low wall 3rd base side, pesky pull home run, and then the single towards right center. All he needs is a triangle triple. The 1-2. Line foul, 3rd base side.
Yeah, your 2 options are the triangle triple, let it bounce around the 420 out there, or that wraparound pinball wall past pesky pole. You get something past that will continue to go toward the bullpen.
Counts 1-2 to Masataka Yoshida. Again, triple away from the cycle. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt, held onto by Fortes. Here the Fenway faithful for good reason. 6 runs for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning. They bat around and then some, and they will take a 9-0 lead into the 7th at Fenway.